Hi, I'm Matt Wellens of the Duluth News Tribune and co-host of the Bulldog Insider podcast, here with your weekly UMD hockey update. Both the men and women are returning home this weekend to Amsoil Arena, and they're coming off victories. Looking back at last week's action, the women swept their WCHA series at St. Thomas, winning 3-0 and 5-1 over the Tommies. Fifth-year senior Gabby Hughes surpassed the 200-point milestone over the weekend, becoming the 7th Bulldog in program history to tally 200 or more points in her career. Fifth-year senior Emma Soderberg, the goaltender, picked up her 7th shutout of the season and 18th of her career, inching her closer to the program record of 10 shutouts in a single season and 20 in a career. Both those goalie records are owned by Kayla Black. More milestones on the women's side. Annika Linzer and Naomi Rogie extended their goal-scoring streaks in the series by tallying 3 goals each against the Tommies. Linzer has 8 goals over 6 consecutive games, while Rogie has 4 goals over 3 straight games. The UMD men split their NCHC series at North Dakota, losing 4-2 on Friday before bouncing back to win 2-1 on Saturday. 3 of the Bulldogs' 4 goals came from freshmen, as winger Kyle Benton scored both goals on Friday. Isaac Howard put UMD on the board first on Saturday to give him goals now in back-to-back weekends. UMD's game-winning goal came off a veteran, though. It came off the skate of senior Luke Lowhite in the final minutes Saturday after Ben Steeves picked off a pass in the North Dakota zone. He fed it to Dominic James. James found Lowhite driving the North Dakota net, and that allowed the Bulldogs to get the victory. The UMD women, they're going to host Minnesota this weekend. We got doubleheaders at Amsoil Arena. The women go at 3 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. It's a series that pits 2 of the top 6 teams in the USCHO poll this week. The Bulldogs have won 6 straight games and are unbeaten in their last 9 games. The Gophers have won 10 straight games now and are battling Ohio State for the league title. Both these teams are jostling for pairwise positioning, hoping to host an NCAA regional in March rather than go on the road. For UMD, nabbing a top 4 spot in the pairwise would mean playing the entirety of the NCAA tournament at home, with the Frozen Four coming to Amsoil Arena. Wins against the Gophers would go a long way in reaching that goal, and the Bulldogs can put some pressure on the Gophers and Buckeyes for that top spot in the WCHA. The Bulldogs men are hosting St. Cloud State at 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday at Amsoil Arena. It's a homecoming for former Bulldogs assistant coach and captain Brett Larson, the Duluth Denfeld graduate who is in his 5th season coaching the Huskies. Larson has St. Cloud State tied with Denver atop the NCHC standings after sweeping the Pioneers in St. Cloud over the weekend. The Huskies also took over the number 1 ranking in both polls this week via their sweep. This is the first meeting between the Bulldogs and Huskies since last year's NCHC quarterfinal series, where UMD pulled off the upset in 2 games in St. Cloud, winning that second game in overtime en route to an NCHC Frozen Faceoff title and another NCAA tournament berth. I'll be at all 4 games this weekend, pending any illnesses. Sorry I didn't make it to Grand Forks last weekend. For more Bulldogs hockey coverage, visit Duluth.com/Bulldog Insider. Subscribe to our Bulldog Insider newsletter for previews of both series on Friday mornings. It's free to subscribe to the newsletter. Just go to Duluth.com/Bulldog Insider, find the newsletter, sign up on there, and that's delivered to your inbox. Really in-depth previews of all the series, so check out the newsletter. Also, check out this week's episode of the Bulldog Insider podcast with UMD men's goaltender Matthew Teason. That drops on Thursday. A really great in-depth interview with Matt. Again, more Bulldogs coverage, Duluth.com/Bulldog Insider. Thanks for listening.